So this is the review of the Uniball Signo 207, and I wanted to compare it to the Bic Cristal 1.6 millimeters. I'm a big fan of Bic, not the regular, not the regular pens here. These are the just 1 millimeter, or kind of junky. Look, it's not even. It's very light. It's I don't like it. These ones are inky, plentiful, and look, you can go dark and light. So when I'm writing something, taking a note, first of all, I can have the thin and thick. Secondly, I can lightly circle and underline things without having to emphasize them. Sometimes pens are just one consistency, and that just doesn't work for me. I need this duality in order for my daily pen to work for me. Now, the Signo, it's nice. It's a gel pen. If I go a little bit on the angle, I can also lightly circle things. If I'm straight on, even at a light touch, that's going to give me consistency. So it's thinner, and you don't get the beauty of the thin and the thick. So it's okay. It's smooth, and it's the Uniball's fraud-proof, waterproof, etc. So that's good. It's convenient. It's higher quality. The Bics, I find that when I leave them like that in my toolbox, sometimes they get kind of gunky here. I guess it's oil-based. Oil-based ink, so it sort of gunks up last night. I picked it up and it got messy. It's just like a fountain pen, I guess. However, these guys, they're clean. They're more business, daily business. They just do the job. This is more old school, I guess, sort of somewhat outdated, but it's light, it's utilitarian, it works. You don't have to baby it. You can just leave it here for hours, pick it up, and there you go. One thing that I appreciate is that I don't have to put on a cap, so, like your rollerball pens, to avoid drying, and take it off, put it on, and sort of, we have the Air, which is one of my favorites, Uniball Air, but every time I have to do that. And this Air is actually wonderful because you can get that angular writing, that scratchiness that you would get. Look at that tip. You can write on any angle. It mimics a fountain pen to some degree. But it's inconvenient, and the ink, it's really inky, so the ink will run out like a fountain pen. For a fountain pen, I have, ink, $8 to $15, and you're good for the year or 6 months. For these, after a week of use, if you use it heavily, it's going to run out. And at $3 a pen, if you're lucky, that's hundreds of dollars per year. and they're not readily as available. You know, you have to order through Amazon, and you have to go through various independent vendors, and I've seen them mark them up to $10 a pen. That's ridiculous. So I don't like that I'm dependent on this company and this pen that's not readily available in the market. However, the Signos are. And the clicker, it's convenient. It's just as convenient as not needing a cap. So, Uniball Signo 207. It writes very nicely, and let's see, smudge right away on very shiny printer paper. It's gonna smudge. But if I leave it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, it's great. And that's really glossy paper. Anything will. Even that smudges a bit, and this never really smudges. So the Signo's good. So it's smooth, gel, can be a positive or a negative. It's convenient. It's water froth resistant. It's comfortable. No cap. So capless. That's a good. And it's higher quality. Higher quality pen. And it comes in different colors. I've got the red. And look how convenient that is. Excellent. I mean, I've got the Bic Crystals too, in all sorts of different colors. And as you see, the caps have holes in it, so you could just leave it like that for the entirety of its life. I just really appreciate how you have control over the Bics. It's wonderful. This is the one, these are all the 1.6 millimeters. So these are my favorite pens, one of my favorite pens. They just work. They don't need any kind of thought when you're using it. You just pick them up and they work. Same with these. These are the more modern versions of what a pen would be. And they just work. You don't need to do anything. Then they don't get inky, and they're just excellent pens. So I would highly recommend the Uniball Signo 207.